Oh, bloody hell, let's start that again. Hello, and welcome to the next Lukozer retro game review video. And for this one, well, we've gone back for the moment to the arcade coin-op Laserdisc games. This is Firefox, which was released by Atari in 1983. Now, this was Atari's one and only venture into the Laserdisc scene, and it was a fucking disaster. Now, there are several reasons for this. First reason is one that affected all Laserdisc games, which was that it was a lot more expensive than your standard arcade cabinet because of the Laserdisc player and all that. Next reason, again affects all of them, that is that these Laserdisc games were very sort of maintenance heavy. The Laserdiscs were constantly having to be like meticulously looked after, as were the players, because they were constantly in use, which really is not what Laserdiscs and Laserdisc players were designed for. They weren't supposed to be in use all the time. Now, the third reason only applied to Firefox, which is that they used a different Laserdisc player to all the other games. Most would either use a Hitachi or a Pioneer Laserdisc player. Atari went with a different brand. I can't for the life of me remember which one it was. I think it was a Philips, but don't quote me on that. And the player was horrendously unreliable. It constantly kept breaking down, which meant the game obviously didn't work properly. And I speak from experience from seeing this firsthand. Back in the day, there was only one arcade in Southend that had this. I played this game 3 times, may have been 4. And on 2 of the occasions that I played it, the Laserdisc player broke down during my game, which is bad enough, but you will see as I play this that it's actually worse than that. The fourth reason that, actually the fourth and fifth reasons why this was a disaster will become apparent as I play the game. Now, during this intro sequence, this footage that you're seeing from the Firefox film is the only actual film footage used in the entire game. While you're playing it, there is Laserdisc footage providing the backgrounds, but that's it. There is nothing else actually from the game. Likewise, in order to keep production costs down, the voice of the pilot, which speaks throughout the game, is not Clint Eastwood. You can very clearly hear it as he starts speaking. He don't sound fuck all like Clint Eastwood. So yeah, not too good there. Right, now let's bung a couple of credits in here. For some reason you have to insert 2 credits to be able to select the game type that you want to do, which is not a particularly good way of going about things. So I'm also having to check the screen for some of the instructions because it has been a while. So yeah, you have to hit planes several times, but they are among the easiest things that you need to hit in this thing. I'm waiting for it to show, yeah, it's not going to show anything else. Anyway, there are also radar signals that come along, which you have to destroy, because if they detect you, then all hell breaks loose. You also lose the chance of getting any bonus at the end of the particular stage. You may also have noticed by now that there is no gameplay footage at all during the attract sequence. That is never a good thing. So yes, you need to shoot the incoming missiles and incoming shots in order to conserve fuel. If you run out of fuel, your plane explodes and it's game over. There you go. So it's saying about shooting the radar, shoot enemy shots, conserve fuel. If you fly up in the sky there, it conserves fuel, and if you change altitude, the radar has to try and get another lock on you. That will become obvious as we play this. So let's...
Boy, is this a machine.
Yeah, as you could hear, it didn't sound anything like it, and it certainly isn't very good speech anyway. Right, so we have the 2 credits in. Back in the day, it was 50p for 2 credits, which made you think, oh, it's not too bad, 50p for 2 goes. But no, 50p, 2 credits, that's 1 go. So it's basically 50p a go. Keep that in mind. So we'll select the mission.
Homing device attached.
We'll go with the easiest. So, 3,000 mile mission. Enemy planes will fire. Right, that was the missile already got a lock on me. So if the screen flashes yellow, a hit has hit the plane. So we are moving the sights around. As you can see, the Laserdisc footage is purely background.
I'm going to take her down.
So we move down, that means the radar's trying to get another lock on. If we stay down next time, there won't be an attempt to get a lock on us because we're already at this altitude. Right, we're taking a lot of hits here and losing fuel as a result. So, right, oh shit, I wanted to go up, but I was too slow. Jesus Christ, I'm taking a hell of a lot of hits here.
Let's see what this thing can do.
Right, so we're going down. Right, so we're heading towards the polar pack. So you remember this from the film, this is where he refueled.
Homing device just activated. Contact point 90 miles. Flying estimated 3 miles.
Fuel is low. That's the instruction screen which you have to follow what he says, otherwise you'll lose control of the plane. Now, believe it or not, I have just completed the game, and that means game over. I am not exaggerating. That is the easy playing mode. And you complete the game in 2 minutes. I'm trying to get the J to appear. There we go. I didn't have time to put the name in. It does save your scores, this. But yes, easy mode gives you about 2 minutes of gameplay. 50p a time for 2 minutes to play it. And when you complete it, it's game over. It doesn't loop round. And that was the thing that really killed off this game and made sure that this foray into Laserdisc games was a huge disaster for Atari, because as you saw, the game ain't much cop anyway, but that was the final nail in the coffin. Whoever the fuck came up with that idea was just a fucking moron. So what we shall do is we'll bung in another couple of credits.
Is this a machine?
And this time we'll try a longer mission.
Homing device attached.
So we'll go for the moderate one. Here we go.
DCM.
Now I can't remember the
they spotted me. I get visibility again.
the key to, or the button to use to do missiles. Okay, so it's that one. Right. They're using missiles against me. I am not going to do too well in here. So even though I completed the game just then, I also completed the game once before on the Go back in the day that actually worked. Yeah, I still found the game fucking tough going, even though I did manage to complete it. Let's go down to the ground. Now we'll get the radars again, but I'll fuck it up. I'm in a bad old way here.
Reserve tanks now.
Yeah, with very low fuel because I'm taking far too many
Let's
hits.
see what this thing can do. Polar packs in sight now.
It's those fucking missiles that keep doing it.
Activated.
That's going to be game over because I'm about to be destroyed. There we go. Yeah, out of fuel, game over. It says shoot your initials, but I'm not on the high score sheet. Oh, okay, yes I am. Right, so there we go. Let's try and steer it in the right direction, although I don't really want to put my name to this. There we go. Well, on top of the 6,000 mile missions, but that's because that's the first time I've tried it. Alright, here we go then. Alright, last go. So let's get on with the review. The Laserdisc footage is okay, I guess.
They've got me locked on. I get visibility again.
Looks like the plane graphics have fucked up a bit because now I'm just showing as a grey sort of lump. Anyway, the overlay graphics are a bit crap. They're nothing to write home about. They're okay in places. I mean, the planes don't look too bad.
I'm going to take her down. I get visibility
didn't really
again.
want to go down.
They've got me locked on.
Bollocks. I took out one of the radar sites, but not the second.
Let's see what this thing can do.
Alright, so now we're speeding up. I'm doing better this go. Anyway, so graphics on the enemy planes are okay. The Laserdisc footage is alright. The graphics and all the shots and everything else is a bit crap. In terms of audio, the sound is terrible. Whoever it is who's supposed to be the voice of Clint Eastwood sounds fuck all like him. The actual sound effects in the game aren't that great. Got the old instruction screen there where you had to copy what he did to keep control of the aircraft. I'm low on fuel again. I'm taking far too many hits. Well, I'm going to get some fuel back. Sound is breaking up a bit, but oh well.
It burns up the sky.
Right, here we go.
They spotted me. Get company. I get visibility again.
Alright, and so then we come to the actual gameplay, which is horrible. Moving this controller around. It probably wouldn't be so bad if I had the actual original Atari controller, but I don't. I'm using the Xbox 360 controller, which isn't as good.
I get visibility again. Reserve tanks now.
Fuck it, I'm about to croak it, I think.
I'm going to take her down.
It doesn't really matter where I go, one hit and I'm dead. There we go. I think that's it. I think that's us crashing, yes. There we go. So yeah, as I was saying, gameplay is not that great, and what really takes the piss is 50p a credit, and if it's your first time playing and you go on the easy mode, you get 2 minutes of gameplay for 50p, which is just fucking ridiculous. So I'll score this game 3 out of 10. It's definitely not a good Laserdisc game. It's no wonder Atari never bothered having another stab at it. Is a good way of describing it. So there we go. Firefox, quite a dreadful example of Laserdisc games, really. 3 out of 10. That brings this review to an end, and we will see you at the next one.